kicked off after a certain time. So I'm going to mute everybody. And even though everyone on this call went to Super Saturday, which is so exciting, I'm just going to recap and just kind of go over some dates, some announcements, and some other notable things. I posted about it earlier today, but just to kind of hear it again. Clean Week, the first announcement, Clean Week starts October 3rd, which is a Tuesday. I think that's kind of strange. And they're the last, because they pushed it forward a week. I think it was going to be like the 19th or something, which was also on a Tuesday. So I don't really get the point of that. But Clean Week's basically like the free Beachbody On Demand trial, except it's not linked to a payment system. So there will be no enrollment or any like automatic deduction, no, they don't have to enter any credit card information, nothing like that. They strictly sign up for that 7 days for Clean Week and it stops, which I think is going to be a huge game changer for the people that are skeptical about it, that suck at canceling things and are like, oh, I don't want to enter my credit card info. Like, no, thanks. So that's really exciting. Also on October 3rd, there's going to be a coach surge, which for those of you who haven't hopped on one before, it's basically just this live Facebook thing that Carl does. And he has a few like successful coaches come and like give their tips and share stuff and maybe some new announcements. But they said they want to start doing more of those throughout the year because it's exciting, it's motivating. We get to learn from top leaders. There's like 4,000 people that hop on like live. So that's also on the 3rd. On October 9th, we're going to get a brand new online office, which I am so excited about because now that we all know where everything is, it's fine. And I love the layout, but it's going to be more simple, more clear, more modernized, easier to use. There's going to be a search feature, which is really exciting because now instead of asking questions or trying to figure out where it is, we can literally just type it in, which is sweet. We're also going to be able to share video via email through there. And I forget what the other thing is. I wrote and SM. I don't even know what that means. That's like my note taking for you. But there's going to be a coach webcast on the 27th. So in 2 days, I think explaining all this stuff. And I'm assuming it's just going to be on like the Coach 411 page or whatever on their Facebook page. The other new program, Double Time, November 1st, that was announced at Summit as well. That's like our family-friendly program. It's required to have more than one person. I think all of the workouts are designed so that you can't do it by yourself. You have to have a partner, which is sweet because they want to get more families involved and off their devices and exercising and doing fun stuff. I think the ball you'll be able to purchase just like the Shift Shop markers, but you could probably just go to like Walmart or the dollar store and get your own for like $3 or something. So that's going to be fun for families. 80-Day Obsession is coming out in January. I'm so excited for that one. And December 14th, there's going to be another like short, like Sean Week, how we had. They're going to do that called A Little Obsessed with Autumn. I think it's just going to be the same type of thing for 1 week, only on Beachbody On Demand. So Clean Week, like I said, it's just the free Beachbody account you'll send them. You're not going to send them the BOD trial. It's going to be just the free Beachbody account membership, and then you'll send them the Beachbody On Demand link, and then they'll be able to just access that one. Also, what was cool, I think I was telling Ashley about this today, and I thought it was one of the speakers, but it was Carl on the video. He was saying, and this is something I thought was genius, for those of you who have challengers, who were past challengers and decide to recommit with you, recognize those people publicly. I thought that was like such a duh moment where I'm like, why am I not doing that? Like there's people who used to get the 21-day fixed challenge pack and then they just ordered the all access, or people who used to have, you know, maybe the 3-month trial Beachbody On Demand and now they have the all access or something. Like if we recognize those people as like so-and-so is recommitting to their fitness, like one, that's one extra post that we get to put up. Two, we're recognizing someone else, which I feel like right now people like to see other people doing the things you're doing because it's validation that what you're doing works and it gives you more credibility. So it's just like when people put on their stories, you know, someone doing their group or someone joining their team or whatever, like the more you're promoting other people doing it, the more people like you. So try to do some of those if you have past challengers, or even if you have someone that you know has been consistently posting again since July or since April or something like that, and they kind of took a few months off and you want to post them. But recognition is so popular right now in social media, I think. And then the other thing, which I asked Tiff to share, so I'll pass this over to you. But Carl mentioned that we have all of this fun stuff coming up and all of these new exciting programs and announcements and all this stuff. But instead of kind of just like flying by the seat of our pants, he mentioned to strategize and plan out your year from now until January so that you can prepare and do your posts accordingly and talk to people and invite accordingly and promote things accordingly. So he mentioned just to literally take your calendar for the next 3 months, plan out everything that you're going to be doing so that come January, you have all of that stuff and everything has already been organized and promoted and talked about, and you're not just like going with the flow. So Tiff, do you want to share that? I'll mute myself.
Yeah, so I actually just did the schedule today. What I'm planning on doing for Clean Week, so I know it starts the 3rd, but my challenge group I'm starting on October 9th. I'm thinking I'm going to invite everyone to the challenge group, but I'll still start with Clean Week, week 1, and then kind of do 21 days from there. But anyone who doesn't commit with the challenge pack, I'm going to fall back on, well, you can try for $30, do just the Clean Week. So I'm still going to have Clean Week starting on October 9th, and it's going to go into a challenge group. So I'm hoping everyone gets challenge packs, but if they don't want to commit, then I'm going to fall back. Because I feel like I always struggle with trying to do like a free group, or I used to do the sample groups, and I would kind of hurt myself with Success Club because I was just like offering that only. So that's kind of my plan with that. I'm going to see how that works. I just wrote down that October 19th we launch in the UK, so I might try to do something with that. Not sorry, I'm just reading your message, Ash. Will you remove them if they don't commit? Yes. So from there, I'm probably not going to let them stay in the full group if they don't get a challenge pack after Clean Week. So then I liked Carl's idea, I think it was Carl's idea, to do a 3-day refresh post Thanksgiving on that Monday. I feel like everyone always is like posting about that, and I'm like, oh, I should have done that, and it's like too late. So I'm planning for that now, to do the 3 days post Thanksgiving, and then that following Monday start an actual challenge group. So again, you can kind of push either the all access kickstart or just the refresh challenge group or challenge pack. And then I wrote down the week of the 14th to do the sneak peek into the 80-day obsession, hoping that I can get people to commit for the full 80-day challenge group on January 15th. So that way I feel like it will end December strong because they'll like the program, want to commit for the full challenge pack, and then start January strong because they have until the 15th to really commit. So my main points are trying out Clean Week, going to see how that works, the 3-day refresh in November, and then the 80-day obsession sneak peek in December. So that's pretty much how I'm going to plan out the rest of my year.
Love it. And they mentioned too, like, because the program is called Clean Week, it would be smart for us to not call it that, because especially like rookie coaches and newer coaches or even just coaches who are kind of like the ones who promote the program still, like the veteran coaches that are really successful that just promote the program name. Get creative with that. Make up your own fun name for it and play around with it. And if you want to do a clean week group every single month, maybe you want to call it something different themed for whatever month it is, or, you know, anything like that. But try to avoid using the term clean week, because then your group is just going to fall to the wayside and it's just going to get caught up in the mix. Ashley and I are doing the 3-day refresh with Fit Vibes Tribe, I believe on the 9th. Yep. And then that was leading into a challenge group from there. So I don't know if any of you guys were planning on doing that. Like I said, Tiff has her own schedule. That's what we're planning on doing. So regardless of what you guys do decide, I would just suggest doing that same thing and just planning everything out, because then you're going to feel more organized. Things aren't going to take as much time. You're not going to feel like you're just like, okay, it's October 12th. Like, let me just pick the next Monday and host a challenge group, because then you just screwed yourself on not having a lot of time to invite a bunch of people. But that's pretty much it for all of the Super Saturday updates and announcements. I did write that we were launching in the UK, but it must not be in these notes. But I think they said October 19th is when we are officially in the UK. So if you have not already, I've been hashtagging like a lot of UK popular hashtags just to bring those people to my page and just kind of creating that following. But if you haven't yet, try to search for those people on Instagram, search for the locations, popular places in the UK, and start those connections now, so that on October 19th, maybe you already have some people who are ready to commit and be a coach or whatever they decide they want to do. Let me just check the chat. Okay, that's what was from before. So I will unmute everybody. I know we labeled this a Q&A. So what do you guys, like, does anyone have anything specific that they want to chat about, and any questions that they have, things they want to share?
I just wanted to share something.
Okay.
Sorry, it took me forever to get on here. My computer was telling me I didn't have Wi-Fi when I did.
That's okay.
No, two things. So as far as the UK goes, have any of you had any conversations like with UK people so far, or like starting to at least try and make connections with people? Okay, good. Because now that we're getting closer, you can start to make it one of your main focuses. Obviously, right now that doesn't like affect us for September, but I've been doing the same thing that Carr has been doing of just adding, like, I have like 2 hashtags in my like 30 group of 30. And I've been getting a lot of UK people to like my stuff, and then I'll just message them. For those of you that don't know, because I didn't know this, they can order programs, and they can do the trial, and they can do BOD. They just can't get Shakeology. So even if you're having conversations with people now, like I actually have a woman who wants to sign up as a coach when we launch, and she's like posting about Beachbody right now, and she did the trial with, well, it's not linked to you, that's the only thing, like they can just sign up, it doesn't go to anyone, and it must just all go to Beachbody right now. So she did the trial, and then she ordered the 21-day fix program. So she's like liking it, she's continuing to order stuff, and then she wants to be a coach. So you can, if you are having those conversations, if you feel like I don't know where to go from here, you can say, like, if you want to try the workouts out, like, here's, we can post it, but there's just a UK Beachbody On Demand link where they can do the trial, and they can also get all access. But again, it's not linked to you, so that's why you want to keep connecting with them. Like this one woman, we've been talking for like 2 months, but I keep checking in on her because I want her to sign up with me when it is able to be signed up. She's not already linked to me. So just still keep those people in your connections, but it's something smart to start doing if people are not doing it already, because the UK is going to be a huge a huge expansion for us, which is awesome. And a lot of coaches are taking advantage of it already, so we want to make sure we are too. And then the second thing that I wanted to talk about was, as far as Clean Week, did they mention, because I know Sam had mentioned this to us, because it's a 14-day trial, right?
I thought it was 7.
I think it was just they get.
Because the thing that I don't understand is they get the shakes. But so that means by the time they get the shakes, their workout trial is done.
Yeah,
it takes a week. So I thought, I'm just going off of Summit. I obviously wasn't at Super Saturday, so maybe you guys are right. But I thought they were going to do, I thought it was the 14-day trial, and then they got the sampler pack of the shakes. Because I was just curious how that worked. And then this is what Sam had mentioned, because they're going to sign up and they get to try their workouts, but they're not going to get their shakes for a week.
Yeah, it must be either 14 days or it must be the 7, but it starts like the day you.
It's got to be
right? The day it's delivered.
Or the day it's delivered. Yeah, I don't know.
How can they track that, really?
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking it's got to be 14. And then they could try that. They just start with the workouts, and then.
Unless it's like it starts from the day like you log in. So maybe they're not supposed to log in until they get their package or something.
That's true.
Well, we'll be able to see, obviously, once it's launched, but I was just curious. I'm sure it's in the FAQs, too.
Yeah.
But I was just curious about that, because there is going to be a lag time.
I can check. Yeah, we were talking about that, and because I know they get the shakes, Clean Week, and what's the other thing? The meal plan.
Yeah.
Do they get the containers too, or no?
I don't think so.
So
it's just the price of the Shakeology sampler pack. So I think that's all they're physically getting.
Yep, I think you're right. I'm just
going to. And then they're just getting, I think, a trial to BOD, but Clean Week is going to be on BOD, obviously. So you're just going to say go in and do that program, even though really they could do any program for the trial.
Yeah. Let me look.
We'll have to figure that out, just because that'll not throw off, but it'll kind of be like you need people to have, in order to have like a successful group where everyone's doing it at the same time, you kind of need to be like, okay, everyone needs to order by this date so that we can start the following Monday for like the full 7 days at least of people drinking shakes and doing the programs.
I wonder if that's why they're doing it on a Tuesday launch day, Car, is so it takes 5 days to get to you, or 5 to 7, so then you'll have it for the following Monday.
Probably.
It says, is Clean Week available for only 1 week on Beachbody On Demand? No, after launch, Clean Week's here to say program 7 days will not be removed. I'll have to look into it.
I think the Clean Week actual program is only 7 days, but I think they get the 14-day BOD trial.
That would make sense.
But there's no, like, they don't, obviously, like, there's no payment, so they don't continue to the 3 month, but.
Because they mentioned that we're not sending them our BOD trial links. We're sending them the free membership link, and then we send them the club website, like club.teambeachbody.com.
And then there'll be an option to do the sampler pack?
No, like there'll be an option to access the Clean Week workouts.
Okay. I wish they just had a Clean Week link.
I know. We'll have to look into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
Yeah. Because this was all just announced in the video.
Okay.
So I feel like all of the like details that need to be ironed out, like I'm sure it'll be in the.
I'm sure it's not as hard as I'm making it. I was just overthinking.
Well, it's because we're not used to like how this works. We're like, okay, so it's not linked to anything. So they must have the Clean Week.
Right. There must be an option somewhere because they have to somehow get the sampler. You know what I mean? It's a package still.
Right.
Okay, we'll figure it out. I'm sure it'll be in the BB links, honestly, unless if it's what you're saying, just the free link app. But
yeah, I don't know. So there's that.
But I like your schedule, Tiff.
Thanks. I'm gonna hopefully see how it works with the clean week thing, because I feel like it could be awkward. Okay, so now you're kicked out. But
well, it might cause urgency.
Yeah, true.
Should be interesting. I know me and Car were unsure of when to start promoting that because we're obviously not a Success Club yet for September. So I'm not going to start promoting a 39.
That's why I feel like I'm going to do it as like private messages, like still do my own thing as far as a challenge group. And if they're like, no, then I'll be like, well, you can try 1 week with us for $30. And
yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Promote it like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to promote it publicly. I might just, then I feel like leads get like, oh, well, why am I going to spend $160 when I can get this for $30? Because I feel like that's what used to screw me up when I first started the business. I would do like pretty much exactly this and have people commit with like the sample pack. Or if I was doing like a free group, I didn't want to promote that because I'm like, oh, that all my leads are just like, oh, I can do it for free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I think it comes down to like what Carl was saying, what you guys were explaining. Like if you have a schedule, like what you have scheduled out, then it won't matter because you're then the week before you're promoting Clean Week. And then right after that, you're promoting your challenge group. Whereas like now what we do is we just all promote challenge groups 24/7. And it's like, no wonder why people are like, yeah. It's like if we're always doing something new, it's just like Sam does. I don't think she does a free group, but she'll like the first 2 weeks of the month, she invites to her challenge group. And the last 2 weeks of the month, she invites to coaching. And because she's consistent with that and has a schedule, it's like usually she's locked in her goal of Success Club early on and can then, even though you'll still obviously get points, but
yeah, I gotta get more structured.
Might be a little bit of a trial month for us with Clean Week, and then we'll get in a groove. Because I know we were planning, and we can even do a team-wide one every month, or you guys are welcome to do your own. But I know we want to do a Clean Week group every first week of the month. Probably not October.
Well, and something else that we were talking about too, I forget who said it, but like when we're trying these new things and like say we've been having challenge groups every month and now we're adding in a free group, like if the first one sucks, that's okay. Like if the first one you don't get as much traction, that's fine. Like learn with what works, learn what doesn't work, switch it, change it up a little bit. But it takes about 6 times when you're trying something new, like 6 months. So that would be 6 free groups for it to start building traction and actually like, okay, people understand what you're doing. They get it. They get the process. And now you've kind of perfected your way of doing things. So if you have one and it doesn't do well, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't do one the next month. Just learn from like what posts do well, what posts don't, what people's hesitations were, maybe other things that you can target. Because obviously our first free group that we all did together as a team was really good, but that's because it was team-wide. So 100 members seems awesome, but 100 members for each of us would be awesome. We just have to be consistent with hosting them.
So do you guys think, this just popped into my head, that the free Clean Week or whatever we're calling it membership is like a one and done thing? So it's like people can't continue just to get, it's like a sampler pack, right? It's just like one-time deal.
Yeah, because you can only get one sampler. So I'm actually curious if the people who have already purchased a sampler pack they probably can't even do the Clean Week deal.
Unless it's coded as Clean Week sample pack, or, you know, maybe it's not like the same thing. So, yeah.
But essentially it's the free trial and the sampler pack. So it's like even these people who have done a free trial before, they won't be able to do this.
True.
Yeah,
it's like, well, if you had Beachbody on Demand, then you can do the Clean Week workouts, but you can't get another free 14 days.
I know Carl mentioned, or one of the guys, Michael, or what's his other name, Jeff. One of them mentioned that if people have bought Shakeology before, they'll be able to do Clean Week with a free account or something.
I wonder if they have to use like a different email or something.
Yeah, see, my guess is it's just geared towards new people.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is what they're trying to do, get people to get new people.
Yep.
So, because obviously if you're a customer, I'm like, well, you're not going to order, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think that's why they're doing that coach broadcast or webcast on the 27th to just kind of like.
Yeah.
I
need to put that in my phone so that I don't miss that.
Yeah. I don't know what time or anything. I'm sure it'll pop up in the online office, but. Anything else? Does anyone have any other questions or anything that they want to share from your Super Saturday experience, speakers, anything? Questions, comments,
Concerns?
venting? No? Well, we don't have to stay on the whole time. There wasn't any questions posted in the event page, which I was telling these girls before everyone else hopped on that usually when we send out the event page later in the day, we have less people to join. I think a lot of people either think that we're not having a call or don't schedule it in. But that's okay. So I'm sure there will be more updates on, all of the details and stuff about this. I'll post the FAQ link into our team page, and then the coach webcast will be on, I'm guessing, the Facebook 411 page, and they'll probably re-explain all of this stuff, and I'm sure people are going to ask all the questions that we're asking, and then we're going to find out all the answers to them. So if you can hop on that, I would do so. I'm pretty sure they're all going to be recorded, so we'll be able to go back and watch it if you can't watch it live. But that'll be fun and super helpful. So, but yeah, well, if you guys don't have anything else, you can hop off.
Bye, girls.
Okay.
Bye.
Have a good
Bye,
night.
guys.